True, we've lost some giants, they were a credit to the game. But we've also found some young'uns, they promise to be the same. That's what the big game's all about, it happens every year. We lose a few of our heroes, but find others who know no fear. We see them give it all they know, we see them give it their best shot. It's whether I'm known or famous, you gotta give it all you got. That season was a good one, we saw a big man walking tall. But who will it be this year to collect the greatest prize of all?
Salford, the opponents for the Saints tonight. It's the 16th of March. We're very lucky to get a game on, but if you look at the pitch, it looks in good condition, probably very soft. Torrential rain since Saturday, and obviously the game in doubt if we'd have had a downpour today. But full marks to the groundsman, Eric Edwards. Pitch looks very good, playable condition. Saints are led out tonight by a matchday mascot who's Martin Griffiths. Martin's 9 years of age. He attends St Teresa School at Cannon Street, Sutton Manor, so big day for this lad. Well, I'll just go through the teams for you now. Saints first, of course. Number 1 Beavers, 2 Ledger, 3 Lachlan, 4 Tanner, 5 Large, 6 Cooper, 7 Holding, 8 Burke, 9 Groves, 10 Evans, 11 Farber, 12 Haggerty, 13 Platt. Substitutes Bernard Dwyer at 14, Chris Arkwright at 15. The Salford side, number 1 Gibson, 2 Jones, 3 Kieran O'Loughlin, 4 Keith Bentley, 5 Wiltshire, 6 Needham, 7 Glynn, 8 Herbert, 9 Moran, 10 Disley, 11 Ratcliffe, 12 Major, 13 Blease, with substitutes 14 Jason O'Loughlin and 15 Tom Nadioli. So Peter Glynn, the captain for Salford, with Saints captain Shane Cooper. Also the matchday mascot for Saints, Martin Griffiths, out there. Saints are going to kick off. Well, touch judge on this side, with the yellow flag, our old friend Mr Thornbury. Let's hope his eyesight's improved since the last time he was here. And the match is underway. Good deep kick from the Saints, taken by Salford in their own in-goal area. Paul Farber quickly in there with Paul Groves. As we all know, Paul Groves used to play for Salford. This Mark Moran was keeping Paul Groves out of the first team squad. Alec Murphy came in for him. Always good admiration for Paul Groves, and he's certainly been a revelation since signing for the Nosey Road club. And there he is in with the tattle. And Salford now trying to spread it to the left. Referee Horton quickly in there, penalising the Saints for allegedly pinching the ball. So first penalty of the game going Salford's way. Kick upfield, fine touch 5 yards inside the Saints half. It's Ken Jones there kicking upfield, that was. Peter Glynn, Salford spreading it to the left. Solid tackling from the Saints. Salford brought down right on the halfway, more or less virtually on the centre spot. Salford now quick hands, trying to move it left. Loose ball, Saints down on the ball. I thought the David Tanner, I think it was, I thought he'd come up with the ball, but the Salford man regained it, so the knock-on ruled. First scrum, just inside the Salford half. It's Neil Holding to feed. Saints come up with it. Quick hands from Saints, Neil Holding streaking away just as his ankle's tapped. Unlucky there, Holding, tremendous pace. Well held down in the tackle. Ken Jones coming infield. Holding, Neil Holding down. Penalty awarded to the Saints. Paul Loughlin going to step up there, have a go for goal. As we all know, much to our cost, Salford, the team that knocked Saints out in the Challenge Cup in the third round at the Willows. They could never play again, well again, you wouldn't think. They did a a double act and beat Leeds the following Sunday, but they fell to Wigan 34 points to 4 in the semi-final. That was last Saturday. They were without 5 players that played in that semi-final. Saints' first chance of points on the board. Paul Loughlin looked good, but no goal that time. So obviously Saints looking for a bit of recompense for being knocked out of the Challenge Cup, but nothing will make up for being knocked out. Salford kick-off. Beavers takes it upfield. Paul Groves acting half-back. Saints moving it quickly to the left. Stuart Evans coming from deep, driving forward. Tremendous 30-yard run from Evans. Number 10 being brought out, Gary Disley, for an offence on Evans as he was driving through. Looked like an elbow. The referee Horton from Warrington is showing Disley where the tunnel is. Any more of your antics, he's saying, and you'll be down the tunnel. Well, not a bad evening. Quite coolish, but at least the rain's kept off. Another chance for Paul Loughlin in quick succession to put points on the board for Saints. 25, 30 yards out, just to the left of the posts. Loughlin steps up, looks as though it's gone to the right. Yes, to the right again, so 2 chances going a begging there for Loughlin. Just 4 minutes gone, no score. Salford going to have to drop out from their own 25 again. Well taken there, Shane Cooper. Runs right into 3 Salford forwards. Paul Groves, acting half-back, brings it blindside. Tony Burke streaking through. Blindside, tremendous run from Burke. David Tanner, that's acting half-back now. Kieran O'Loughlin roughing Tony Burke up there, veteran campaigner. Haggerty, inside ball to Farber, streaking through Farber. On to Dave Tanner, on to David Large, coming in field Large. On his hands and knees, going through there, just lost his footing, but kept going Large. Brilliant break from the Saints again. David Tanner now, wants a quick play of the ball. I think it's the last settle of the set of 6 for Saints. Loose ball from Cooper. Salford drop on it, it's the hooker, Mark Moran. David Large down here, fully recovered after a possible concussion incident against Castleford on Sunday. I believe he has 13 stitches in his head, but he's out there, he wants to get the job done. Saints penalised for offside at the play of the ball. Mark Moran coming away with it, but the Saints ruled to be in an offside position. Ken Jones stepping up to kick to touch. Good kick from Jones there, penetrates 5 yards into the Saints 25. Moran feeding on, Salford driving towards the Saints line. Salford still in possession. Loose ball, Saints moving up. The Salford man tidies up. They've been forced back 10-15 yards. They're still in possession. They're spreading it to the right. Peter Glynn tries to get his forwards going. Full back linking up. Quick hands from Salford onto Ian Blease. He flicks it out. But Saints well up there. Tony Burke coming across the covering. Neil Olin just taking a knock in the tattle there, just limping back into the 25. Peter Glynn trying to keep the going. The ball coming off a Saints player, kicking through and coming back. The changeover being ruled, obviously on the 6th tattle. Roy Haggerty from acting half-back, flicks it back, keeps it going. Makes the break, Haggerty, takes the tacklers on. Evans, lofted pass, David Large has to go back, tidies up, pushes one off. Goes forward, David Large, ducks under a rather high tackle from that number 10, Gary Disley again. But Saints reading it quickly to the right. Andy Platt, first touch, breaks through. Diagonal run from Platt. Well impeded at the play of the ball, Andy Platt. But Groves finally takes it, feeds on to Stuart Evans. Well, he's there again, Disley. Must have 10 minutes this time, yes. 3 bad tackles in quick succession. And there he goes down the tunnel. Yes, well, it shows to ignore that rather high tackle on David Large here, but obviously he noted it. Saints awarded the penalty there. Disley sent off for 10 minutes. Salford down to 12 men. Up to Saints now to come in and capitalise. But shabby passing there. Tidied up by Andy Platt. Farber on his inside, but just couldn't feed. Beavers onto Cooper. Onto Loughlin. Oh, Loughlin quickly in there with Ian Blease. Lying on the man in his efforts to get up and play the ball. Salford moving up very quickly. On to Roy Haggerty, flicks it back to Farber. Change of direction from Farber. Being forced back temporarily, the Saints. Groves, blindside, on to Tony Burke. David Large on his outside, Burke bursts through. Last tackle for Saints now, 20 yards from the Salford line. The ball up to Groves, on to Neil Holding. Diagonal crossfield kick. Barry Ledger going for the chase. Loose ball, has Ledger got it? Yes, Ledger's recovered it. Brilliant play from Ledger. But Saints putting the attack on now. Crisp passing. Forward pass being ruled. Referee Horton rules a forward pass as Saints driving towards the Salford line. Just 9 minutes of the game gone. No scoring yet. Saints putting plenty of pressure on. It's going to be a Salford feed. Peter Glynn, ex-Saints of course, to feed. Against the head here would be nice, but foot up in the scrum. Saints are penalised. Ken Jones coming infield. It's a kick for touch. Fine touch on the 25 on the main stand side. Mark Moran to restart. Saints tackling numbers there, 3 Saints forwards quickly in there to stem this Salford attack. Peter Glynn attacked in half-back. Spreads it to the right. Change of direction from Salford, but they're getting nowhere. Roy Haggerty quickly in there with Andy Platt. Mark Moran, dummy half. Haggerty comes off his feet, kicks forward. Tidied up at the back there. But being forced back. Quick play from Saints. Roy Haggerty there on the ball. Kicks it through. Salford have to tidy up. Just gained a bit more, a few more yards there. But it's Moran from acting half-back. Going cross-field. Knock on. Must have lost that ball in the tackle, Moran. Paul Farber quickly in there with Andy Platt. No, he's awarded Salford a penalty for what looks like interference at the play of the ball. At the ball, he must have said the tackle was completed. And Saints scooping at the ball. So he's awarded Salford the penalty. The kick downfield, fine touch, 10 yards short of the halfway line. So Salford in possession. Just pegged in their own half. Mark Moran on to Peter Glynn. Quick hands from Salford. Loose ball. Knock on. David Needham there trying to tidy up. But the Salford penalised far offside. Paul Loughlin gains the added yardage. Super kick from Loughlin. Finds touch 10 yards short of the Salford line. 6 tackles to put pressure on Salford to open the scoring here at Nosey Road. Cooper, Farber, back to Cooper. Crossfield to Haggerty. Just taken by his ankles. Saw the gap there, Roy Haggerty. Tried to scoot through. Vivers going from his on his own from the acting half-back position. Barry Ledger Saints still driving forward, brought down 10 yards. Short, Barry Ledger now there infield. Paul Groves, change of direction, still going Groves. Back to Tony Burke. Brought down 10 yards short. Last tackle for Saints. Paul Groves, little chip kick through. But the fullback, Steve Gibson, this rangy fullback, takes it. And with it being an up and under kick, it's a tap restart from the 25. Gibson plays it to himself, makes 10 yards. Moran going on his own. Cooper and Farber quickly in there, bouncing to the ground. O'Loughlin, veteran campaigner Kieran O'Loughlin, starts Salford off, taking it over to the left. Paul Groves quickly in there, centre field. Loose ball from Salford, kick through. Well, obstruction there by the Salford man. Yes, Saints awarded the penalty. So Saints take a quick tap penalty. On to Paul Farber. Feeds it back inside to Neil Holding. Lofted pass from Holding, well taken there. Paul Loughlin, oh it wasn't Paul Loughlin. Shane Cooper, I think, he took that ball really well. Paul Stuart Evans coming up on the drive. Groves now. Rocks it back, tidies up. On to Paul Loughlin. Coming cross field. Peter Glynn tackles him, but he flips the ball out to Shane Cooper. Salford line up pretty quickly. Pegging the Saints back. I think it's just a matter of time. Once the Saints penetrate the line, the floodgates will open. Groves and Holding with the loop movement. Groves going for the line. Inside to Andy Platt. Solid tackling from Salford. Force him out. Two-man overlap on Groves left. He fed inside to Andy Platt. But Salford tidied up very quickly there. Haggerty. Short ball, well. Head high tackle there by Moran. Right in front of referee Horton, but he just signalled for the last tackle. Beavers, diagonal crossfield kick. Taken by number 2, Ken Jones. That's the idea. The idea is right. Pepper the Salford line, just hope they can make a mistake to get Saints in for the first score of the match. 15 minutes gone and no score. Moran now plays the ball. Ian Blease attacked in half-back. Salford moving to the left. Change of direction. Come back infield. Paul Farber quickly in there. Tony Burke and Paul Groves. Kieran O'Loughlin at dummy half to Peter Glynn. Little chip kick through. Obviously a planned move onto Herbert. Phil Beavers tried to gather the loose ball, couldn't do so. The ball knocked forward. I think the original knock-on probably be given. It'd be Saints head and ball. Yes, Neil Holding's in possession. Scrum down, just 5 yards inside the Saints half. Neil Holding to feed. Neil gets the ball from the base of the scrum. Saints take it quickly to the right. Beavers linking up. Beats one. Still going Phil Beavers. Driving towards the halfway. Just manages to penetrate the Salford half. Impeded in his efforts to play the ball quickly. David Tanner at dummy half. Saints moving to the right. Salford line up very quickly. Roy Haggerty on the blind side, on the right wing. Feeds the ball in field, keeps it alive. Ledger scoops up. Shane Cooper onto Andy Platt. Phil Beavers linking up. Break on for Saints here. Inside to Neil Holding. Onto Andy Platt, but the ball goes down. It's kicked forward. Steve Gibson tidies up. Salford in possession. Well, I don't know what referee Horton's indication is there. I know he's awarded a penalty to Salford. Looks though for Saints not allowing the player to get up and play the ball quickly. But he's not been consistent in that respect, has he? So Salford kick to touch, fine touch just inside the Saints half. Saints, beg your pardon, Salford, number 10 forward Gary Disley coming back onto the field now. He'll be taking his position shortly. Just having going off for 10 minutes in the sin bin. Head-high tattle. There's been no scoring in the game so far. It's 18 minutes of the first half gone. Salford in possession, taking it over to the left. There's Gary Disley back in the field of play now, so Salford back to a full quarter, 13. They'll have to high up and under. Grubber through, he's going to find touch, right on the 25. So Salford kick through, the scrum down, right on the Saints 25. It's the Saints feed. Neil holding the... Gets the ball from the base of the scrum, brings it blindside. Referee Horton quickly in there, tempers getting a little frayed. He's bringing Stuart Evans out. Whispering in his ear for whatever he thinks fit. Well, he's having a look on the Salford side. He didn't know who to bring out. Evans has told him it's number 10. He's bringing number 10 Disley over. Well, if he's having a word to him again, if he's done something or... well, he's awarded the penalty to Salford, much to the displeasure of the crowd. Salford tidying up on the penalty, 6-4. Disley in at the action there. He's just been off for 10 minutes, so he's got to keep clean. Any further offence, and he'll be down the tunnel for good. So Salford awarded the penalty for whatever at that scrum. Salford's chance to open the scoring. Ken Jones, 10 yards in, just over 25 yards out. Lines up, goes to the left of the posts. Cooper takes it. Makes the break, Cooper. Brought down just short of the 25. Plays it to himself. Surely that man wasn't the required distance, or he was marking Cooper, but he didn't stand back. And the ball now with Paul Farber. So it's moving it to the left. Tony Burke, diagonal run, driving forward. Sets a 3-man Salford tattle to halt him, finally bring him to ground. The ball coming back to Paul Loughlin for the kick upfield. Steve Gibson takes the ball safely. Dave Tanner up there. Gibson just wrong foots Tanner, but David Large completes the tattle. Roy Haggerty over there. Well, another bum decision there from this referee Horton. The Salford players have been lying all over the Saints in the tattle, but Roy Haggerty there just completing the tattle with the David Large, not getting up quickly enough. A very inconsistent referee in there. But Salford gain further yardage. They start to play again on the halfway line. The ball now with Dave Radcliffe. Second row forward for Salford. Glynn at dummy half. Salford moving it to the left. ...23 minutes now, no, 22 minutes of the game gone, no scoring. A very defensive game. The ball up to Peter Glynn, he grubbers for touch. Scrum down, 5 yards inside the Saints 25. Peter Glynn just grubbering through. Neil Olin to feed. Coming out the Saints side. Saints tidying up on the scrums. 4-0 at present. Plenty of scrum possession, but no points to show on the board for it. Salford moving up very quickly. As I said before, they're without 5 of the regular players that played in the semi-final against Wigan. Roy Haggerty keeps play going on to Stuart Evans, but Evans has the ball taken from him in the tackle. Gary Disley it was that pinched the ball. Salford going cross-field. Take him down. On to Peter Glynn again, trying to get him going. Loose ball, kicked on by Holding. He gathers it. Did well there, Neil Holding. Ball's on the loose ball, so Saints with another 6 tackles now to get points on the board. Tony Burke driving upfield. Disley in again, but Burke just pushes him off. Rather high tackle again from that man, Disley. You certainly have to watch it. Groves spreading it right. Saints linking up there. Got to put it together, just not lying on there at the play of the ball, and he's just not interested this time. Loop movement with Groves. Short ball there onto Haggerty. Salford man comes up with it. Well, Salford man breaking down the wing. Kicks upfield. Well, he blundered there. Must have thought his pace would take him through. David Large coming crossfield. Gathers the ball. Streaking up the right wing, David Large. Feeds back inside to Beavers. Cooper. Peter Glynn takes him. Well, he releases the ball to Andy Platt. The tackles are wiped off. Neil Holding streaking through to Phil Beavers. Out to David Tanner. Can't gather the ball there. Unlucky. Dave Tanner, if he'd have caught that ball, he was in space. He would have outpaced the Salford defence. But Saints certainly putting it together there. Salford in possession. They're keeping it alive, flicking it up. The game just coming alive now after 24 minutes of the first half. The crowd here now, just the popular side crowd, just getting behind the Saints. Mark Moran, acting half-back for Salford, taking it to the left. Hint of obstruction there. Ruled so by referee Horton, so Saints awarded the penalty. Salford in their efforts to get the ball quickly over to Roy Wiltshire on the left wing. Crossing ruled. Paul Loughlin steps up. Finds touch 10 yards from the Salford line. So Paul Groves to restart. Planned movement here from the Saints. Three-man Saints wall. So Tony Burke driving forward, still going Burke. Barber attacking half-back. Well, offside. Salford penalised for offside there as Tony Burke is going to play the ball to Paul Farber. Saints, they're going to elect to tap it surely. Quick tap, Saints play it to the left. Cooper, quick hands, Andy Platt coming through, diagonal run. Beavers on his outside and taken off the ball by Kieran O'Loughlin. The ball now with Neil Holding. Back to Stuart Evans, still going Evans. Brought down inches short. Dave Tanner attacked in half-back. Moving it to the right, Saints. Holding. Phil Beavers. Back to Roy Haggerty. Attack him on Haggerty. Beats one. Still going, looking for support. Paul Farber with him. Does well to hold on. Spreads it out to Neil Holding. Phil Beavers linking up. Still going, yes! Saints are over under the sticks. Shane Cooper. Saints open the scoring in the 27th minute. Cooper going over for a try right under the sticks. Quick hands from Saints. Spread it over from the far right over to the left here. And lots of hands involved in that. Phil Beavers, Andy Platt all linked up. Neil Holding going to the sticks. And who's there on his shoulder? Only this man, Cooper. No wonder they call him Cooper Man, especially after he's always there backing up. Always alert. Goes over for his 11th try of the season. Paul Loughlin right in front of the sticks. No messing this time. Paul Loughlin converts the Shane Cooper try, so Saints in the lead by 6 points to 0 after 27 minutes play. So Salford to kick off from the halfway line. Surely Saints now got the bit between the teeth with the Widnes slipping up at Hull KR on Sunday. They got beat 14 points to 10, so Saints are just one match in hand, just 2 points behind the leaders Widnes. So when we win tonight, when the Saints win tonight I should say, they will be top of the league on points difference. So Salford kicked off, Saints in possession. Couple of forward drives from the Saints, and then surely they'll open it out to the wings again. Coming crossfield now, Shane Cooper, Roy Haggerty, pushes one off, feeds the ball out. Hacked on by Ken Jones, Paul Farber very well, does well Farber, back there, being roughed up there by the two Salford men. Finally allowed to get up. Blindside again, Tony Burke. Held up in the tattle on the 25. Groves from acting halfback, drives forward Groves, feeds on to Tony Burke. Saints best forward, along with Haggerty in these opening minutes. Well, just as I say about that, Roy Haggerty comes in and knocks on. And Salford in possession, Mark Moran attacked in halfback. Loop movement there, Moran again. Saints, that looks like Andy Platt coming in there, solid tackle from Platt. Doesn't miss many tackles, this international pack man, Andy Platt. But it's Salford, Mark Moran, that dummy half. 10 yards inside the Saints half. Salford trailing by 6 points to 0. Peter Glynn. On to Ian Blease, linking up. Good ball to Kieran O'Loughlin. Good ball from Blease there as he went down in the tackle. Ken Jones attacked in half-back. Salford moving it left. Going over Roy Wiltshire now. Coming crossfield, straightening up. Going for the line, solid tackle from the Saints. It's the last tackle for Salford. On to Mark Moran. Well, having a go for a drop goal. Certainly a bit windy there. Like Keith Bentley it was, I think. Thought he'd have a go for drop goal. Ex-Widnes star, Bentley. Tony Burke now. Pushes one off, drive forward. Just brought down over the 25. Stuart Evans now. Gains a valuable 10 yards. The Saints spread it out. Roy Haggerty. Beats one Haggerty. David Tanner coming up on his left. Well, Kieran O'Loughlin kicks the ball through off Roy Haggerty. Saints kick the ball upfield. Ken Jones. Brought down by David Large. Play stopped. Referee Thornbury finally comes on with Kieran O'Loughlin and Roy Haggerty there just having a disagreement. But referee Thornbury came on. He didn't immediately put his flag up or anything, but in the end he had to draw the referee's attention. Kieran O'Loughlin definitely impeding Roy Haggerty in his efforts to play the ball. Referee Thornbury's interpretation now, lengthy interpretation being brought to referee Horton's attention. Roy Haggerty and Kieran O'Loughlin being spoken to. Salford restart. Gary Disley tries to give the dummy, moves it to the left, but Tony Burke bounces him to ground. 8 minutes remaining of this first half. Just the one score, the Cooper try in the 27th minute, converted by Loughlin. 6 points to 0 in Saints' favour. Mark Moran. Peter Glynn, spreading it to the right. Chip kick through, but that man definitely offside. Kieran O'Loughlin Tony Burke gets down on the ball. Dave Tanner breaks through. Disley brings him down, holds him down in the tackle, and Saints spread it to the right. Cooper, brilliant ball onto Andy Platt, coming from deep, but Salford tackling, holds firm. Groves from acting half-back, goes through on his own. Well, second tackling there, right in front of the referee. The man on the ground and somebody going in there with the knees. Ridiculous. Last tackle now for Saints. Probably spread it to the left. No, they spread it to the right. Neil Holding, chip kick through. Wiltshire gathers it safely. Saints force him back. Salford in possession. They're about 10 yards from their own line. Paul Loughlin and Barry Ledger take the man over there to the main side stand touch. They can't force him in. And Salford driving forward. They've gained 15 yards there, drove right up to their own 25. Taking it crossfield, still making yardage, Salford. Moran attacked in half-back. Probably go back for the kick here. Takes it to the left. Bentley onto Wiltshire. Into space. Farber comes crossfield. Super tackle from Farber, takes him down and finally pushes him into touch. Scrum down now, 5 yards inside the Saints half. Roy Wiltshire there being forced into touch by Paul Loughlin, Paul Farber tackle, should say. Saints head and ball, Neil only to feed when referee Horton can finally get the scrum back to his liking. The scrum collapses. Salford are penalised for bringing the scrum down. So Neil Holding kicks upfield, finds touch 10 yards inside the Salford half. Paul Groves on to Stuart Evans, drives forward, penetrates the Salford 25. Evans, Groves again attacked in half-back, brings it to the left. Tony Burke. That's 2 tackles gone, 2 forward drives. Saints spread it out now. Neil Holding inside to Cooper. The ball back to Andy Platt, but he knocks it forward. The Salford man gathers it on the full. Ian Blease, I think it is. Solid run from Blease there, good 40-yard run. But Salford back on the attack. Peter Glynn at acting half-back, and Salford move it to the left. Gibson there, full back, linking up. Moran for Salford. Spread it to the right. Solid tackling there. Saints tackling, holds firm. Well, another controversial decision again. Salford receive another penalty for holding down in the scrum. Or should I say, allegedly holding down in the scrum. It certainly seems, this referee seems keen when Saints are doing the tackling, as opposed to when Salford are doing the tackling. But it's Salford, Mark Moran to start. Moran again, loop movement onto Disley, driving towards the line, brought down 10 yards short. Saints come up with the ball. Knock on being ruled, the referee there looking. Saints come up with the ball, but he gives a knock on as Andy Platt comes up with the ball. Referee definitely unsighted there, and dare I say it again, yet another controversial decision. There's a scrum down now, 10 yards from the Saints line. It's Neil Holding to feed. Saints come up with the ball. Considering the scrum possession Saints have had, they certainly haven't put it into points. I don't think Salford have won a clean scrum. Not on my sheet anyway. 5 scrums to 0 for the Saints, but Saints with only 6 points to show. Tony Burke steaming forward, Blease and Disley in there at the tackle. They can't bring this man to ground. Saints bring it blindside. Stuart Evans. Loughlin, Herbert and Blease in there at the tackle. The ball coming back to Paul Loughlin for the kick upfield. Good kick from Loughlin. Just running dead though. So Salford will restart with a 25-yard tap from that Paul Loughlin kick upfield, which rolled dead. Moran to restart. Groves in there at the tackle. Moran straight from the acting half-back position, drives forward. Runs into Andy Platt and Tony Burke. Getting up very slowly. Glynn at dummy half. Salford spreading it to the left. Keep the ball moving, Salford. Change of direction. Losing his footing. Andy Platt just completes the tackle. Well, Roy Haggerty, I beg your pardon, completes the tackle. And to Peter Glynn. Crossfield grubber. David Large keeps it in field with his body. Goes well, Large. Finally picks it up. Diagonal run, Large. Pace merchant, Large. Just back in after injury. Roy Haggerty now going up centre field, looking for support. Groves tried to come through, but has his way impeded. And Salford penalised for an offence there at the play of the ball. Saints awarded the penalty. That just levels them up at 8 penalties each. There's just 1 minute of a normal time in this first half remaining. The score 6 points to 0 in Saints' favour. Just the time now for the Saints to get a score on the board. Neil Holding sees the gap, drives towards the 25. Being held down there at the play of the ball, but Groves going on his own. Evans kicks it forward, Disley drops on it. Evans and Farber complete the tackle, but Salford are in possession. They're in their own 25. It's number 11, Dave Ratcliffe, driving forward upfield. Salford with the break. Keith Bentley coming in field, but solid tackling from the Saints. Peter Glynn attacked in half-back. Does a pirouette, Glynn, feeds on to Needham. Gives a dummy, but Dave Tanner brings him down. Phil Beavers completes the tackle. Moran for Salford. On to Disley. Loses the ball. Scooped up by Paul Groves. Ever alert Groves. It's all over the field, this man. Blees completes the tackle. There's the half-time hooter. So Saints going leading at half-time by 6 points to 0. It took 27 minutes of the first half before Saints penetrated the Salford line. A Cooper try, always alert there, Cooper, backing up on Neil Holding's shoulder. He went over for his 11th try of the season, converted by Paul Loughlin. So the half-time score 6 points to 0. Welcome back to Nosey Road for the second half of tonight's match. Saints going in at half-time, leading 6 points to 0. No substitutions in the first half, but I can see Chris Arkwright on there, come on at half-time. Just can't make out at present who he's replaced, but no substitutions for Salford. Stuart Evans, I think it is, that's gone off. But Salford kick off. Barry Ledger gets the ball. Chris Arkwright quickly in there on the action. Ball now going to Tony Burke. Farber looking for the feed, but he couldn't release it then, Tony Burke. Evans coming round, as I said, just Arkwright just replaced him. Paul Loughlin streaking through, feeds inside to Andy Platt. Brilliant break there, Loughlin doing the spade work. Quick hands, Paul Groves, Chris Arkwright moving it to the left. Farber now on the burst, keeps his feet, Farber. Feeds it back inside. Tony Burke now coming up with it. Back to Groves, diagonal run from Groves. Lofted pass to Platt, coming on to that Paul Groves ball. Last tackle now for the Saints in the Salford 25. Back to Haggerty. Going for the drop goal. Takes it to the right. The idea was right. Good break from Saints. 50-yard break. Just pegged down on the last tackle in the Salford 25. And Roy Haggerty looking to tag that 1 point on, but he takes it to the right. So it's Salford to restart with a 25-yard tap. Moran on to Gary Disley. Moran again, brings it to the left this time. Salford driving upfield. Both coaches, Alex Murphy and Salford's coach Kevin Ashcroft, both controversial characters. I'm sure there's been quite a few strong words in the dressing room at half-time. But Saints are leading 6 points to nil. They need to win tonight to go to the top of the Stonesbitter league table. Salford kick through, ball charged down by Shane Cooper. He gets the ball back now. Just glides through this Salford side. Cooper still stood up in the tackle. Number 12 there, David Major, finally brings him to ground. Salford moving up quickly. The ball now with Chris Arkwright. Drives forward Arkwright. Just back after a one-match suspension for 3 sin binning offences. The ball now with Andy Platt. Diagonal run from Platt. Levers coming on his inside. But, Salford tackling holds firm. Cooper now. Feeds back to Neil Holding. Runs right into Ian Blease, but Loughlin now in possession. Brought down 10 yards short of the Salford 25. Haggerty makes the break. Farber on the inside. Lovely reverse pass from Haggerty. Oh, Farber over there under the sticks. Brilliant try from the Saints. 3 minutes into the second half, and that set the place alight there. Haggerty there makes the initial break. High step in action of Saints international second row packman Roy Haggerty. He streaked through the Farber on his inside. A beautiful reverse pass from Haggerty. Farber latched onto it, outpaced the Salford defence, and touches down under the sticks. Paul Farber there, that's his 5th try of the season. And right under the sticks there, just a formality for Loughlin. Extending Saints' lead to 12 points to nil when he slots this one over. No effort, just strokes it over Paul Loughlin. But a brilliant try there, Haggerty streaking through. Lovely reverse pass to Paul Farber on the inside, and Farber outpacing the Salford defence, going in unopposed right under the sticks. So another nail there in Salford coffin, and that's just hope the Salford kick-off. Saints gather the ball, and let's have the action replay of that again. Midfield taken by Phil Beavers. Brought down on the 25 now. Paul Grove stepping up. Back in half back, taking it left. Chris Arkwright feeds it left to Dave Tanner. Quick break from Saints there. Got to spread it out. Arkwright again. Certainly in the thick of things since he come on as a half-time substitute for Stuart Evans. Andy Platt now. 3-man Salford tattle. Finally bringing to ground. Blease and Ratcliffe, 2 of those in the blind side. Onto Roy Haggerty again. Is he a lofted pass to Barry Ledger? Takes it well. Wiltshire just pushes him into touch. Solid tackling there from this Salford left winger Wiltshire. Barry Ledger took that ball well. Tried to head down the right wing, but being forced into touch for a scrum of the second half. Peter Glynn to feed. It's Salford head and ball. Referee Horton pointing to the correct blade of grass where he wants the scrum packed. Salford feed, and Salford come up with it. Full-back Gibson linking up. Gibson, as we know, was the man of the match in Salford's defeat of the Saints in the 3rd round Challenge Cup. Saints with an unbeaten home record this season in the league. They've only been beaten once in the last 15 matches, and that being at Salford in the Challenge Cup third round. As we know, we're just 2 points behind Widnes, and a win tonight will put us at the top of the league on points difference. Salford in possession, moving it quickly to the left. Arkwright in there, bounces into the ground. Super crunching tackle from Arkwright. Moran at dummy half, onto Peter Glynn. Kicks upfield, good kick from Glynn, doesn't run. David Large gathers it safely. Diagonal crossfield run from David Large, straightens up, runs right into Gary Disley. Large was stopped, but Disley completes the tackle. Tony Burke attacked in half-back. Driving upfield, three-man, Salford tackling. Ball's firm this time. Tackle really well, Salford, but I think it's a case of... Neil Holding breaking through there. I think it's a case of Saints just not being able to penetrate the Salford ranks. Roy Haggerty again, blindside, feeds inside to Groves. Lifts it up to Cooper, crossfield. Keith Bentley, I think that was coming in and snuffing Cooper out, but Haggerty again. He's there again, making the break down this right wing. Lurking on the right wing, the ball over to Neil Holding. Well, a bullet pass there. It's Andy Platt, I think it was. Unlucky there, it's Andy Platt in the eye. Well, Andy Platt in there at the tackle. You certainly know when Platt's tackled you in with the shoulder and forcing the man back. Gibson linking up. Arkwright and Haggerty in there. Cooper at the base. Complete the tackle. Stand off there and David Needham trying to get things going for Salford. It's the last tackle for Salford in this set of 6. The ball coming back to Gibson for the kick upfield. Barry Ledger takes it safely. Straightens up, beats one, Ledger, driving towards the halfway. Brought down by Herbert. Tony Burke driving through. David Major, one of the tacklers in there. With number 11, it's Dave Ratcliffe. Arkwright, centre field, driving forward. Running straight onto that ball. Groves, dummy half, brings it to the right. Cooper. Ian Blease takes him, but he flicks it to Vevers. Vevers breaks through. Inside to Neil Holding. Still going Neil Holding. Andy Platt on his outside, but a solid tackle. Salford man lying on. Rightly so, Keith Bentley holding Neil Holding down in his efforts to get up for a quick play of the ball. It was the last tackle, but Saints awarded the penalty, and I would imagine Paul Loughlin will have a go for goal here. And consultations out there with Saints captain Shane Cooper and referee Horton. The penalty awarded to Saints, the first penalty of this second half. Paul Loughlin's going to have a go for goal. Saints leading by 12 points to 0. Just 10 minutes of this second half gone. Third penalty kick for Paul Loughlin tonight. 2 in the first half in quick succession, but he was unsuccessful in converting those. And he's lines up there and no problem this time. Saints extend the lead to 14 points to 0. Paul Loughlin with his third goal of the evening. His 86th goal in all of the season. And Saints 14 points to 0 in a commanding lead. Peter Glynn to kick off. Loughlin takes it. Drives towards the 25. Beats the cover defence temporarily. Flicks it up to Groves. Ian Blease quickly in there. Snuffs Groves out. Holds him down in the tackle. Forward at dummy half. Takes it left to Arkwright. Feeds inside to Vevers. The break's on again. Vevers still going through. Can he go on his own, Vevers? Oh, tremendous run. Quick play the ball there. Haggerty. Inside to Farber. Change of direction, Farmer going for that touchline, fends one off, feeds it back to Cooper. On to Chris Arkwright again, Saints certainly throwing it about. Neil Holding, lofted pass. Barry Ledger takes it well. Can he get it at the corner? Yes! He's in, Ledger. Brilliant try from the Saints there. Well, this is what we look forward to here at Nosey Road. Chris passing there, a brilliant break over there on the left. Ledger, Beavers nearly going in for a try. Brought down and quick hands bring it right over here to the popular side. Barry Ledger with not much room to work. He certainly took him on. He saw Wiltshire coming in, but he took him on and touched down in the corner. Barry Ledger's 8th try of the season and brilliant quick hands from Saints there. It pays off. Saints extend the lead to 18 points to 0. David Tanner having a go with the conversion from the right side of the post. Tanner, left-footed kicker, already kicked 37 goals this season for the Saints. Lining up just outside the 25 and only a yard or so infield. Well, a brilliant kick from Tanner there, yes! Off the crossbar! Brilliant goal from Dave Tanner, wide out, and 20 points to 0. Saints romping into the lead here now. Well, brilliant kick from Tanner there from an equally good try by Barry Ledger, and we can certainly have that one from Tanner in what happened next on Question of Sport. Salford to kick off, Peter Glynn. Let's just hope he gets sick of this. Barry Ledger catches it safely. Brought down on the 25. Well, just one try in the first half, and in the first 11 minutes of the second half, Saints wrapping 14 points on the board. Groves onto Farber. Running up full pace, Farber. Salford tackling there. They tackled well in the first half, but they've got a bit to pot in this second half. But I think it's more of Saints putting it together as opposed to Salford tackling. Beavers in again. Kicks upfield. The chase is on. Beavers following upfield. Gibson has to kick it touching goal. Beavers, Loughlin and Ledger hurrying down on that ball. So Salford going to be forced to drop out from their own 25. I beg your pardon, from under their own posts. With Gibson having kicked it touching goal. All the sudden excitement there, just getting to me. So Salford kick out. Roy Haggerty plays it safe, stops it with his foot, picks the ball up, drives forward towards the 25, Haggerty, feeds inside. Salford being penalised there for a foul on Roy Haggerty as he's driving through. Saints quickly take the tap penalty, and Burke drives into the Salford 25 now. Groves going on his own from acting half-back. Feeds on to Chris Arkwright. Fends two off Arkwright. Straightens up, still going. Feeds on to Andy Flats, brought down just short of the line. Saints with the tails up now. Groves at dummy half, left to Holding. Arkwright, quick hand from Saints. But Salford moving up very quickly. Force the Saints back. Salford penalised for holding down in the tackle. Bentley it is, I think, that's been penalised. Neil Holding kicks for touch. Saints still on the attack. Tony Burke first man in. Still going Burke. Good forward, had a good game. Saints certainly putting it together in the second half. Barber coming onto that ball from deep. Less than 10 yards short of the Salford line. Saints putting all the pressure on. Groves. Spreading it Right, Roy Haggerty, he'll take him on. Haggerty looking for the gap, change of direction, feeds into Holding. Burke tidies up, still going Burke. Feeds it back to Andy Platt. Just looking to release the ball in the tattle there, Andy Platt, but Salford man holds him firm. Haggerty, lofted pass. Dave Tanner takes it well. Last tattle now for the Saints. Beavers, left to Neil Holding. Up and under. Keith Bentley takes it, but Loughlin forcing him back, trying to get him over his own line. Solid tackling from the Saints there, hold firm. Salford on their own line with it all to do. Paul Loughlin goes in again, completes the tackle. Chris Arkwright in attendance. 17 minutes of the second half gone. 20 points to nil, Saints in the lead, and Salford certainly never looked like scoring at all. Very limited chances in the Saints. 25. And Salford receiving the first penalty for interference. The first penalty of the second half, I should say, for interference. Have to play the ball. Peter Glynn finds touch. Salford to restart. Moran with a tap restart. On to Peter Glynn. On to Bentley. Lofted pass. Nadioli there, number 15. Salford in possession. Well, I don't know when Nadioli come on or whether he come on at half time. I hadn't noticed. But it's Salford in possession now. On to Bentley. Still keeping it going. Nadioli in possession now. And Salford in the Saints 25 on one of the very rare occasions. Moran attacked in half-back. Bringing it over to Peter Glynn. On to Keith Bentley, crossfield. Short ball onto Ian Blease. Flicks it up. Wiltshire can't gather it. Bentley tidies up. Number 11, Ratcliffe. Trying to straighten up, centre field. Gibson coming up at the acting half-back position. Taking it to Bentley. Over to the right. Nadioli again. Stood up in the tattle, he keeps it going. Salford still in possession. Well, looking rather lively, Salford. Well, obstruction there, surely. But they've been forced back, it's the last tattle. Peter Glynn, little chip upfield. Barry Ledger loses his footing. But Paul Loughlin did well there. Gathered that ball. Saints back in possession. Paul Farber attacked in half-back. Drives towards the 25. Ian Blease are going in there with the knees at the tattle on Farber. Tony Burke. On to Chris Arkwright, looking for the half gap, tries to feed him inside. The ball looked as though it had gone back. Shane Cooper tidies up. On the Saints 25. Saints come up with the ball, quickly onto Phil Beavers. Saints spreading it onto Cooper. Groves, that dummy half now for the Saints, brings it right to Chris Arkwright. Looking for the gap, Arkwright tries to side through diagonally, still stood up in the tattle, looking to release, but Salford tattling holds firm. Saints spread it to the left. Shane Cooper again, Beavers on his outside. Cooper gives the dummy, drives through, onto Paul Groves, Beavers on his outside. Still going Phil Beavers, flicks it onto Bernard Dwyer. And Bernard Dwyer goes over. Brilliant hands there from Saints. That man Groves again coming through onto the short ball. Beavers on his outside and Beavers streaking through. Bernard Dwyer just coming on a substitution for Paul Loughlin. Dwyer latched onto the end of it, going over for his 4th try of the season. Extending Saints' lead to 24 points to 0. It looks as though Bernard Dwyer took a knock as he's gone over there in scoring that try. Saints physio Tim Deakin over there treating him. So with Paul Loughlin going off, Dave Tanner entrusted with the goal scoring. Stuart Evans just going on the Sandman. But Bernard Dwyer still down there injured in the in-goal area. It's physio with him there and the club doctor on his way round. So whether Dwyer, he must have picked up a bad injury. Tanner steps up there, hits the post this time, no goal, but Saints still at 24 points to 0 in the lead. Temporarily down to 12 men, but a substitution being made. Evans coming on for Evans having to come back on for Bernard Dwyer. Unfortunately, Bernard Dwyer there just being stretchered off down the tunnel. Only been on the field a couple of minutes. Right in at the action, Bernard Dwyer scoring a try, but being injured in doing so. And Stuart Evans comes back on field. Roy Haggerty stops the ball with his foot, picks up, drives down the blind side. Disley in with Herbert, I think, in the tackle. Yes, it was Herbert. But Saints moving it quickly to the left. Gains 20, 30 yards with 2 hanging on his back. On to Tony Burke now. Releases it to Paul Groves. Still going Groves, brought down just short of the halfway. Salford there lying on at the play of the ball, but referee Horton chooses to ignore it. Arkwright kicks through. Beavers follows it up. Salford come up with the ball. Take it over there to the Salford right wing. 24 minutes of the game gone, and Saints in the second half, I should say. 24 minutes of the game in the second half, and Saints 24 points to 0 in the lead. Peter Glynn on to Bentley. Opted past to Nadiole, takes it well. Flicks it out to Wiltshire. He knocks on. Neil Holding comes in to complete the tackle, but the knock on already ruled. Scrum down just inside the Salford half. Saints head and ball. Neil Holding gets the ball from the base of the scrum. On to Cooper, on to Barry Ledger. Straightens up, goes centre field. Unlucky there, Barry Ledger. He come back in field, or perhaps if he'd have gone diagonally, it would have paid dividends. Quick hands from Saints. Cooper on to Neil Holding. To take the tackle. They still keep it alive, Saints. Interception by Salford. Number 2, Ken Jones, but Beavers is over there. Jones goes in at the corner. Interception try. Saints on the attack. And Jones goes over there in the far right-hand corner for Salford's first score of the night. Saints moving it quickly to the left wing, but Jones quickly in there, saw the interception chance, scooped it up and just went in. Phil Beavers Had to turn round to chase Jones, just catching him on the line, but it was too late. Jones lining up, lofted kick. No, takes it to the right of the posts. 24 points to 4. Saints still in a commanding lead. And Salford, must be said, just a consolation try there. Neil Holding kicks off. Taken by Gibson. Drives upfield. Brought down on the 25. Still going. Salford now is still in possession. 10 yards outside their own 25. Crowd very quiet here tonight. 13 minutes of the game remaining. And Salford spreading it to the left. Ratcliffe there in possession, trying to break through. Glynn attacked in half-back. Salford bringing it blindside. Nadioli misses it. Wiltshire catches it. Roy Haggerty completes the tackle. Moran at dummy half. On to Bentley. The kick upfield. Barry Ledger takes it well. Ledger, brilliant catch. Straightens up, goes infield. Tremendous pace off Barry Ledger. But solid tackling there. Salford move up very quickly. The ball now with Shane Cooper. Still going Cooper. Brilliant break from this man. Still going. Just sheer class, Cooper. He just glides round this field. 20 yards from the Salford line. Andy Platt, loop movement again. Forced back this time, the Saints. He was stepping up, attacked in half-back. Moving it to the right. Onto Chris Arkwright. Gives a shimmy. Moves it left. Groves backing up. Feeds it inside to Neil Holding. And he's brought down 10 yards short. Reverse pass to Farber. Saints spreading it to the left. Last tackle for Saints. Imagine we'll spread it to the right now. Roy Haggerty. Up and under. All on. Beavers catches it. Holds it back on the last tackle. Evans. Back to Beavers. Saints keep it alive. Tony Burke. Back to Beavers again. Over to Neil Holding, kicks it through. Ledger, the chase is on, but it goes touching goal off Neil Holding. So Salford are going to restart with a 25-yard tap on their own 25. Good play from Saints there on the last tackle. Salford tap, restart, breakthrough. Kieran O'Loughlin, I think it is. Jones on his outside, but he couldn't release. But Salford spreading it to the left. Peter Glynn onto Bentley. Back to Ratcliffe, onto Bentley again. Outpaces the Saints defence temporarily. Feeds it inside to Nadioli, but he knocks on. He manages to gather the ball so that Saints don't gain possession. It's going to be a scrum down just outside the Saints 25. 2 scrums to 1 in Saints' favour in the second half. Neil Holding feeds. Penalised for not retiring. So Salford with the penalty. Peter Glynn. They're doing Salford. He doesn't know whether to have a go for goal, go for touch or what. He's finally decided to put it into touch and finds touch 10 yards from the Saints line. It's Glynn now in possession to restart. Loop movement. Glynn again. Taking it right onto Bentley. On to Ratcliffe. Jones again, is he in at the corner? Well, I think he's awarded the try. So Jones going in for his second try of the night in the far side. But whether he was in touch or not, anything could happen. But our friend Mr. Thornbury's over there on the far side, and anything can happen. So Ken Jones, another difficult touchline kick for him, similar position from his last try, which he scored just 6 minutes ago. Here he steps up, looks better this time. Yes. So 24 points to 10. Salford hitting back there with 10 points in 6 minutes. 2 Jones tries and a Jones goal. Neil Holding to restart. Kicks it deep. Gibson takes it behind his own line and drives forward. Saints quickly in there, completing the tackle. 7 minutes of the game remaining. Saints in a 24 points to 10 lead. Salford man injured there, right on the 25. Referee quite impassive there. Just wanting Salford to restart under the new ruling. The player passes the ball on and restart while the physio comes on to attend to the injured player. He's just got to his feet now without any treatment. And Salford in possession just outside their own 25. Moran feeds it right to Herbert. Solid tackling from the Saints come in, pressurise Herbert, Tony Burke and Paul Farber. And Moran attacked in half-back for Salford. On to Keith Bentley, on to Tom Nadioli. A utility player, this Nadioli, recently signed for Salford from Oldham. Plays in the forwards and in the backs, Nadioli, so a real versatile character. Last tackle now. Ball back to Bentley. Kicks upfield. Bounces in on the full. So it's a changeover. That was on the 6th tackle. The ball going directly into touch. It's going to be a changeover, as indicated by referee Horton. So right on the Salford 25. Stuart Evans now. Coming from deep, driving forward Evans. Takes 2 and 3 Salford players with him. Right. Neil Holding, looking for the gap, straightens up, drives forward, still going Neil Holding, brought down 10 yards from the Salford line. Groves, Cooper, Tony Burke, just unlucky there, Tony Burke, had his ankles tapped and Temper's just getting a little frayed, centre field, both touch judges on. Referee Horton there, right in the middle. Both touch judges reporting to referee Horton. Well, I was following the ball myself, I don't know what happened at that incident. Moran, Salford hooker being brought out with the Saints captain Shane Cooper, I think it is. All 3 officials and Moran and Cooper in consultation there. The scrum down being ruled. So your guess is as good as mine. 4 minutes remaining. Saints certainly going to run out winners tonight. We go top of the Stones Bitter League Championship table. Salford struggling in relegation position in 12th spot. As we know, it's 3 up and 3 down. Saints come up with the ball. Beavers linking up. Holding comes round the base of the scrum. Beavers linking up. Quick hands from Saints. Saints forwards driving upfield into the Salford pack. Loose play from Saints there. One of the very rare loose pieces of play we've seen here at Nosey Road tonight. But Salford scooped the loose ball up. They're in their own 25. They try to drive forward. Farber and Andy Platt quickly in there at the tackle. Looks like O'Loughlin coming through centre field. Saints come up with the ball. Looks as though he's indicating a knock-on. Paul Groves there just been adjudged the sponsors a man of the match. I think Roy Haggerty certainly had a storming game along with Tony Burke. But Groves, he's always in there, he's always there and about. Salford being penalised at that scrum for a loose arm. And another further 10 yards being awarded to the Saints for back chit. And Groves there impeded at the play of the ball. Kicking, I beg your pardon, Phil Beavers there impeded at the play of the ball. Phil Beavers plays it. Takes it to Chris Arkwright. Driving towards the post, Arkwright. Brought down about 5 yards short. Groves, Neil Holding, loop movement. So it's taking it to the left, keeps the ball alive. Salford pick it up, loose ball there. Salford pick it up. Just about 2 minutes of this game remaining. Saints winning 24 points to 10. It's Saints' 20th game of the season. They've won 15. They will have won 15 with tonight's. They've got 30 points, equal points with Widnes, who slipped up last Sunday. So Saints at top of the Stones Bitter League Championship table on points average. Salford in possession now. Peter Glynn spreading it left to Bentley. Brought down, solid tackling from Saints, forcing him back towards his own line. Last tackle for Salford in this set of 6. The ball to Peter Glynn. Over to Disley, flicks it out. Loose ball from Saints. Must be a try here. No, Salford come up with the ball. It's the last tackle. The changeover. Must be the changeover. Salford held up in their possession. Roy Haggerty with the changeover. Plays it to Paul Groves. Takes it to the left. Saints move it left. Cooper inside to Farber. Slows it down. Just Salford forcing the Saints back. And Cooper at dummy half. Moves it left to Tony Burke. Last chance for Saints now. We're playing in the time added on for any injury, any stoppage. Evans driving to the line. Is he going to touch down? Inches short, Evans. Neil Holding now, waiting for the quick play of the ball. Salford man impeding him temporarily. Roy Haggerty. Still going. Looking to release Haggerty. Last tackle for Saints. Groves moves it left. Holding, lofted pass. Saints keep it going. There's the final hooter. So the full-time score here at Nosey Road, 24 points to 10, and Saints take top position in the league table. Only 6-0 at half-time with a Cooper try, but Saints certainly coming to in the second half. Tries from Farber, Ledger, Dwyer. Up to the 21st minute in the second half, then Salford hitting back with 2 Jones tries and a Jones conversion. So the full-time score, 24 points to 10. Anyway, on behalf of Micron Video, myself, Ron Hoof, your commentator, your cameraman, Brian Pears, I bid you farewell from Nosey Road, and we'll join you again at Station Road, Swinton, on Sunday. So Salford tackling holds firm. Cooper now. Feeds back to Neil Holding. Runs right into Ian Blease, but Loughlin now in possession. Brought down 10 yards short of the Salford 25. Haggerty makes the break. Farmer on the inside. Lovely reverse pass from Haggerty. Oh, Farmer over there under the stick. Brilliant try from the Saints. 3 minutes into the second half, and that set the place alight there. Haggerty there makes the initial break. I step in.